Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into low-level laser therapy, or LLLT.
That's right.
Specifically through the lens of Genesis Chiropractic in Puyallup. We want to understand this non-invasive stuff, see what it might offer for pain, getting back on your feet, just general wellness.
Yeah, and we're focusing on the Erchonia LLLT system they use. It's often called cold laser therapy.
Cold laser.
Yeah, basically because it doesn't generate heat like surgical lasers. It uses very specific types of light, think like particular colors, to gently, stimulate cellular activity. It's non-invasive, typically doesn't hurt, and it's got a good safety profile.
And it's backed by research.
Definitely. There's research supporting it, and importantly, FDA clearances for safety and for showing it actually works for certain conditions.
So how does shining a light, how does that actually help tissues? What's the mechanism?
Well, the idea is these low-intensity laser beams target the tissues, right? And the light energy is absorbed by the cells. This seems to kickstart or enhance their metabolic processes, maybe boost ATP production, the cell's energy currency.
Like giving them a little energy drink?
Sort of, yeah. And the downstream effects are things like reduced inflammation and speeding up the actual tissue repair process. Genesis Chiropractic really flags this as a drug-free way to approach musculoskeletal issues.
Okay, drug-free is a big point.
Yeah.
And they talk a lot about pain relief. How does this laser fit in with the chiropractic side of things for, say, back pain or neck pain?
That's a really good question. Chiropractic often deals with structural alignment, nerve function. The bigger picture.
Right, the adjustments.
Exactly. LLOT comes in and complements that by working directly on the biochemistry, you could say. It helps reduce that inflammation, which is a huge driver of pain. And there's evidence it might modulate nerve function too, like calming down overactive pain signals.
So if you've got chronic back pain or neck stiffness, maybe joint issues.
Yes. For those kinds of things, adding LLOT could potentially enhance the effects of the chiropractic care. It tackles the inflammation and pain signaling, while the adjustments address the alignment. It's a combined approach.
And what about getting back to normal after an injury? They mention accelerated recovery.
Yeah, that follows from the cellular effects. If you're stimulating cells to repair themselves more efficiently, and also potentially boosting circulation to bring in nutrients and remove waste, it stands to reason it could speed things up.
So for sprains, strains, that sort of thing.
Exactly. Things like sprains, muscle strains, maybe even some joint damage. The idea is to support the body's natural healing, maybe shave some time off recovery so you can get back to your life.
Okay, less pain, faster recovery. Sounds good. Does it help with just moving better? Improving mobility?
It certainly can. A lot of what restricts our movement is pain and the stiffness that comes with inflammation.
Right.
So by reducing both of those, LLLT can definitely help improve joint range of motion and just your overall ability to function day to day.
Makes sense, especially for things like arthritis, maybe, or getting back flexibility after a sports injury.
Precisely. Conditions like arthritis where inflammation is a major player, or recovering athletes needing to regain that full mobility, those are areas where it could be quite beneficial.
Genesis Chiropractic seems focused on holistic wellness, right? Getting to the root cause, not just patching symptoms. How does LLLT fit that philosophy?
That's an interesting angle. They seem to view LLLT not just as a symptom treatment, but as a tool to enhance the body's inherent ability to heal itself.
Okay.
It works with the body's natural processes at a cellular level. So it aligns quite well with a holistic approach that's aiming for sustainable long-term health and function. It's about supporting the system.
So they're essentially blending traditional chiropractic methods with this, advanced light technology.
That seems to be the approach. Yeah. Integrating the Erchonia LLLT alongside their hands-on chiropractic adjustments.
Offering a more comprehensive package for people there in Puyallup?
Yeah, tailored package. It's not necessarily one or the other, but using them together for potentially better outcomes.
Okay, let's recap then. We're looking at Erchonia LLLT, as used by Genesis Chiropractic, potentially helping with pain relief, tackling inflammation, nerve signals, helping you recover faster from injuries by boosting cell repair, possibly improving your mobility by easing pain and stiffness, and fitting into that whole holistic wellness idea by supporting your body's natural healing. Plus, it's non-invasive, no drugs involved, and it has research and FDA clearance behind it.
That sums it up nicely. Covers the main potential benefits they highlight.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. If light can interact with our bodies like this on a cellular level, what does that mean for the future? Could we see therapies like this playing a much bigger role maybe for things beyond just muscle and joint pain.
It does make you wonder.
What other applications might be uncovered as the research continues? Definitely something to keep an eye on. Thanks for digging into this with us today.